Hey guys, welcome back to another video tutorial where I teach you how to become a better streamer. Today's topic is making our video quality better. I know, I already made one of those videos, but I promise you this one's different. It's not about settings, it's actually about upgrading your hardware. All right, let's go. So if you clicked on this video, you guys have seen the title. I am not going to hold it as a big surprise, but we are going to convert this into a webcam. So right now I'm actually using my C920 to record this on, but for those of you who have never seen a C920 or are looking to get a webcam, this is a C920. This is the industry standard. This is what the vast majority of live streamers use, and it is a very good webcam, but it is still a webcam. Now, most of you are thinking, if I'm going to upgrade my webcam, I'm going to go for a DSLR. I'm going to get myself, you know, a Nikon or a Canon, something crazy, but those are incredibly expensive. And I don't know about you guys, but I personally am not made of money, so I can't afford to do that. You may have looked on websites like Craigslist or eBay and found used DSLRs that are relatively cheap, but there's a lot more that goes into using a DSLR on your stream than a lot of people realize. So let me give you a quick breakdown, you guys. We're gonna take a look online to see what DSLRs cost so I can show you why my option might be a better option. I don't know anything about this camera, so I don't know if it actually works for DSLR. So point number one, DSLRs can overheat. So if you are trying to use a DSLR, you have to make sure that it records indefinitely. Let's just pretend that this camera qualifies and will record indefinitely so you can use it for a stream. It is a body only. So that means you're only getting what's in this picture. You don't get a lens. The camera is useless without a lens. So let's keep that in mind. $300 for this camera without a lens. So we're looking at something that is an 18 to 55 mil lens. This lens at this place, if we scroll down here, they are asking for $99. So now that $300 has jumped up to $400 to get yourself a lens to go with this camera. But that won't be enough because you can't just plug in a USB cable and you're good to go. DSLRs don't work that way. I think there's one brand new Canon camera, or it may be a Sony camera, I can't remember, that is going to implement that, but all the other ones don't. So you need to plug it in through HDMI. Well, I use my HDMI or my capture card for my games. So now you need a second capture card. Well, don't worry, Elgato's got you. So here's the cam link, you guys, and if I move my camera out of the way, you can see right there, $184.99. So now you've got $300 for the camera, $100 for the lens, $400, plus an extra, let's call it $200, because once you include shipping and everything, $200. Now you're looking at $600 for a camera. And it's still not done, because once you have this camera, you can't run it off batteries because you're gonna get maybe an hour's worth of video out of your battery before the battery dies. That's if you get a used camera with a brand new battery, which you probably won't. So you gotta buy yourself a dummy battery, which is this right here. Basically what this is it is shaped like a battery, goes into your camera, and it will give continuous power so your camera doesn't die. $40. Now all this is in Canadian, you guys, so American, we're probably talking like half the price. No, but we're talking cheaper in American, but it's still a very expensive price. $650. It could be a little less, could be a little more. Let's be super generous and still say $400 minimum to buy yourself a camera. This is my iPhone. Let's talk about the pricing on this. So this is my iPhone. This isn't really my iPhone, it's Alana's old iPhone. Alana changed banks, and the bank was having an offer that you could get a free phone. So they gave her this phone for free. It is an iPhone. Oh, you can't see it because this webcam can't get it. It is an iPhone SE. It is, you know, a few years old. It was absolutely free. So you're going to be using an app, which is not free. It costs $10. An old phone with a USB cable and a $10 app. Now let me show you guys the quality difference and why $10 is going to get you a lot further than spending $400 on your channel, which is just starting. Okay guys, so I have set up the two cameras. I have one on top of the other. The C920 is on top, the iPhone is down below. I have set them up as close as I can to you know, same settings. The only asterisk that I have is the fact that the iPhone is slightly more zoomed in. Okay guys, I will show you the difference, and I'm going to point out some differences that may not be easy to catch, but I'll point some things out and then we can discuss why it's better. So this is the C920. and this is the iPhone. So immediately you'll notice one thing, the fact that I'm moving a lot smoother here. I have to try to look at the right camera, I'm sorry. I'm moving a lot smoother here, and that's because I have the iPhone set up to run at 60 frames a second versus the C920, which is running at 30 frames a second. Secondary, the big thing you're gonna notice is how blurry this camera actually looks. And I've got a perfect example you can concentrate on in order to really bring it home. Okay, if you look at my lamp back there, you will actually see Daryl, and right there it says The Walking Dead AMC. Except on this camera, it kind of looks like blah, 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 dead, golden badge. You can't really see anything, but look how much crisper the iPhone looks. You can perfectly read The Walking Dead, and you can even see the AMC. You can see Daryl perfectly as well. So this camera is much, much sharper, attributing it back to the fact that they're able to process the image on its own CPU before it's sent out to you raw into your OBS. Okay, one of the big features that you'll notice is the color. If you guys notice when I'm moving around, my face and skin color is kind of changing in colors. I have this set up to automatic. One of the problems I'm running into in this room in particular is trying to find the white balance. I'm struggling with it a little bit. I usually lock it, and I'm gonna set it exactly to what my controller shows. So this controller shows 4700 Kelvin as my color. Obviously the colors just do not look amazing. I had done some post-processing. I have removed that for this part of the video, and it just loses a lot of information in the colors. Just muddy. My skin color doesn't look that great, whereas when you compare it to the iPhone, you can see much more nuance in the colors. Like the black blends a lot easier. Color is obviously a huge upgrade as well. Lastly, it's a little bit hard for me to show you on here. When I had my camera set up before, it was a little bit easier, but I guess the best way I can show you is by taking off my hat. Ignore the sweaty image because it is hot in here. But if you guys look at my scalp here, on the C920 or the shine that's back there on the frame, once I go to the iPhone, look, it's a lot more muted. We still have some detail, but it's very blown out, very, very blown out. Whereas here you can see all the detail in my head. Dynamic range is basically how much you're gonna compromise each one of the extremes, the dark extreme and the bright extreme. So a cell phone has a higher dynamic range than a webcam does, so you can get more information. Obviously a DSLR is gonna have even higher dynamic range, but we're trying to stay under a budget here. Okay guys, so I've shown you the difference on why you would want to upgrade your webcam. I've shown you guys, it looks so much better. So now I'm gonna show you how you can get it done. So let's get started. Okay guys, I'm down here in the corner now. So I'm gonna show you, this is the website you're gonna wanna go to. It is e2soft.com/ivcam. I'm gonna put a link down below in the description for you guys to click. You download it for Windows, and then you download it on your phone, and then you're pretty much good to go. But here, let me show you guys. So you're just gonna click here. Obviously you're gonna save the file, download it, and install it. And then just go ahead and install. So once it's done, you're going to open up the app, and that's it guys. It is set up. You can see the image there. If I remove this from here so you guys don't see it, that's what it would look like on your desktop. Now, as you guys saw on the website, there is an option to purchase the premium version. The trial version has very limited resolution, so here we're running at a low resolution. Let me pull it up real quick so you guys can see. When I click settings here, when I right click on the video in settings, I am running at 640 by 480. And it is running at 15 frames a second. The video quality is low. It is incredibly limited. So if you want the full feature, you do have to pay for it, which I have done. So let me unlock the full feature, and then I can show you guys how things can change. Okay guys, so now it is unlocked. So now when I click here and I go to settings, I can actually set up 1920 by 1080. I could do 4K, but don't actually know if this phone can handle 4K. Either way, the USB won't handle the bandwidth properly. But then all you do is click apply. Okay, it'll reset the settings, and there we go. We are at 60 frames a second. We are running at full 1080p, but that's pretty much it guys. Okay guys, that's pretty much it. Now the app is working, you're able to see me at full 60 frames with much more detail, although there are some downsides. The only downsides that I've really found to this app is that it doesn't give you as much control as you would like. You know, I'm a photographer, so I enjoy controlling my white balance, my exposure, my ISO, all of that stuff. The app doesn't really give you that much. It gives you auto white balance, and then you can control your exposure and your resolution. But there's a bit of a glitch going on right now at the making of this video. I just re-downloaded it, and it seems like they've updated it, but now I don't have control of my exposure. It just unlocks and locks back up. So I don't know what that's about. Hopefully they'll be fixing that soon. But the second major issue that I find that you can run into is if you have the wrong settings and your computer can't process the bandwidth, you can end up with a delay, which does happen on my stream where I'm, in the midst of talking and then my video just kind of goes into slow motion and then it speeds up and catches up. All I found is just by reducing the quality a little bit, you don't really lose quality in what people see because obviously my webcam is really small on screen, but it helps the bandwidth quite a bit, and it hasn't been something that I've really run into unless my computer starts chugging, but I think it's really great. Remember, it's not going to break the bank and it's going to bring your quality up. I hope you guys are enjoying this series where I'm teaching you guys how to become a better streamer, because I want everybody's stream to be the best that it can possibly be. Give your viewers the best experience possible. If you guys have any questions or any suggestions, anything you guys want to learn about streaming, comment it down below and I'll make a video on it, because I know I have a really hard time, watching various streamers to learn a couple of things. I'd rather all watch it with one person so that way I kind of learn how they do things, and I would love to teach you guys. I'm trying to come up with more ideas on what I can teach you, so there will be another video soon. And don't forget that if you guys want to catch me live, I am live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday over on twitch.tv/retro for the first time. I hope you guys enjoy and I look forward to seeing how great your stream will look. All right, guys, take care. Bye-bye.